Wakili ubunge cha Kibwezi ya uthoiloni wa Sua Ecomas Mwengi Mutuse kwi muthenyani wa umuthini uvikiie kwithonda kwata ivinda yake ya kwiyelesia na kuelesia bunge katika utoa maundu ala yailitwo vikiia kwithwa ithianisya nundu maundu asu nthini wa bunge ya 12 na yuyu bunge ya 13 maivikiie kwithwa maianiwa ndanena na ndaumia ngelekanio nundu musili munene wa vanthi itu ya Kenya ulo wavikiie kwithwa ndathu moya wia David Maraga undu wavikiie kwithwa ndasi ya bunge ya 12 ianiye kwianana na miao ya Kenya no vikiye kwithwa ndanene ya yulu wa ndongo isiaka ile vikiye kwithwa inde ivaniwe kwithwa itongo cia kundu kwikivathukano na atia no ucio makavikia kwithwa mainengwa ivuso yu ya vikiya kwithwa maitongo cia utena u no nene ye muguthi ula ukwendekethwa ukenda uvikiye kwithwa inengwa ngalikoni ya maseneta maito muno kilelo kinene ni mavikiye kwithwa mayika ukunikili nthini wa mitalatala yikivathukanio ya maendeleo nthini wa county cio utena ou asia mbesa isu ivaniwe kwithwa inde cia oversight no ucio iketwa mbesa cia bunge nundu isu ni bunge ya yulu na moni bunge nene cio onthe mavikiye kwithwa onthe kila bunge inengwa ona mbaka ndongo isiaka ikavikiya kwithwa inde inengwa mbesa isu ni kenda itambuke na isia uthukumi wa county undu uvikiye kwithwa uitwa iuga.
On the issue of the gender role, all of us agree that we have an history where women were not participating in our governance institutions as much as they should. We also know that the contribution of women in the development of our economy and in building our families cannot be gainsaid. And therefore, and we also know that we have been at a constitutional crisis, so to speak, because none other than the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, retired Chief Justice Maraga, advised this country that this House, the 12th Parliament, and even this 13th Parliament are unconstitutional regarding to the 2/3 gender principle. And therefore, there is urgency in considering the proposals by the President so that we see how we can make this House and the Senate and the county assemblies, I know the county assemblies are compliant, constitutional. Madam Speaker, the President, alongside CDF and NGAF, is also proposing the Senate Oversight Fund. Wisdom is that the Constitution has not just created the House of Senate. The Constitution has created the National Assembly and the Senate as Parliament. And therefore, our proposal will be to rename the Senate Oversight Fund as Parliamentary Oversight Fund, so that even members of the National Assembly can be facilitated in their oversight duties in their constituencies, and those who oversight counties, like the women representatives, can also be facilitated to do their work. Madam Speaker, the elephant in the House is the creation of the office of the Leader of Official Opposition. There are two technical challenges that have been that have come forth by those who are opposed to the proposal by the President. Number one, they have argued that in 2010, as a country, we chose a presidential system of government. And within a presidential system of government, it is alien to have the Leader of Official Opposition, the position of the Leader of Official Opposition. As a student of law, I know that the law is a phenomenon of the society. We know, in students of sociological jurisprudence know that law follows society. And we also know that the troops in the opposition, the 6 million, 8 million people who voted for the opposition, have their leadership. And the reality is that that leadership does not have a forum to air their views. And it is important in living with the reality of our society to create a forum for the opposition to be able to air their views. Number two, the lack of a forum by the opposition to air their views continues to weaken the opposition election to another. And therefore, there is, in terms of building our democracy, in terms of strengthening our democracy, there is a lot of wisdom in creating the office of the Leader of Opposition as an institution, not as an office for an individual, as an institution that speaks to the people who vote for the opposition, Kenyans who vote for the opposition, leaders elected at different levels, may they be MCS, may they be members of parliament, so that they have a constitutional and institutional mechanism to canvass their issues, so that when they come before this House, those issues